Hello friends, how's your life is going? I wanted to make a quick chat video about my September TBR and about life in general. Um, the truth is, it was hard few months for me, with kids at home all the time and my husband working from home and all this anxiousness about COVID-19, which is still with the number of deaths and the number of sick people in California, in my San Mateo County, is very, very high. And then in August we had wildfires, and the air was like very bad, not pure, and we couldn't go outside because it was dangerous for kids. And it was such a trouble staying inside with 2 years old and the second grader who started her school year remotely from home also this August. So it was challenge for me. And also at the last month, as the last day of August, I broke my toe. It's not very bad, but it's very painful, and I can't walk now a lot, and I need to stay at home again, and I can't even walk with kids to the park without Advil. So it's hard few months, and I had very serious plans for September, and I will show you these plans and then I will show you what I would read, I think. So my plans for September were, like, I wanted to read A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith. I think this is very heartwarming and warm classic book about a girl who lived in Brooklyn during Great Depression, and how her family survived. It was very hard times, and but she still found some happiness in this life. I expect something like Pollyanna, but I think more modern. We'll see, I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. So this is the first book I wanted to talk about. Then I wanted to read very famous book, The Secret History by Donna Tartt. This is the book perfect for September because it shows it is a thriller about murder which happened inside this close group of privileged students who I think studied Greek mythology or something like that, and in one of the bigger universities. And the books begin with this young man killing one of them, and then we need to in this book we like understand through this book why they did this. This is very important author, very famous, and I think it's like a new classic. And this is one of her three novels. She wrote only 3 novels, and I wanted to read it for a long time, but this is a big book and I think the language is a bit pretentious, so I don't know, but I wanted to read this. Then I have here Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, and this is supposed to be a new Gothic novel about the young lady who get engaged very quickly and get married to a very wealthy man, and she came to his manor, and she's his second wife, and his first wife, named Rebecca, died not long ago. And there are some secrets in this great manor, and yeah, this is Gothic thriller. And the reason I wanted to read this book because I think this is the most autumnal book in all books, And also in 2020 there has to be new movie adaptation, and the first movie adaptation was by Alfred Hitchcock. So my plan was to read this book and then to watch Hitchcock movie and then to watch new adaptation. But I don't know, we'll see. This is a big book. But yeah, I have very high expectation of this book. So maybe new favorite, we'll see. And the last book I wanted to read this September is A Magpie Murders. And I know nothing about this book except that this is very exciting new mystery thriller author, writer, and this is a book like a homage to all Agatha Christie novels, which makes me very excited, and I wanted to read this book very much. So yeah, this is one of my book that I want to read in September. And the last book I wanted to read in September is Tracy Chevalier's Single Thread. This is a novel about a woman, I don't know, 1932, she finds herself in the embroidery circle of women who embroider something for the big cathedral. I think so. And the reason I wanted to read this book, first, I wanted to read Tracy Chevalier for a long time, and second, I'm a big cross-stitcher, so I like embroidery a lot. And I wanted to read the book about culture of embroidery and about history of embroidery and know about a woman who do this. So yeah, this makes me very exciting. Also, this was in BookTube prize, but I think it didn't get to the finals. I don't remember, but it was one of the semi-finals for BookTube prize. So for 2019, for last year. So yeah, very excited. Want to read this as soon as possible, and maybe I even want to do a vlog while reading this and also doing my embroidery, so I can read and then while embroider tell you about this book. We'll see. This is a plan. But then at the end of the August I broke my toe and I understand that I have no strength for big serious books. Maybe I will go over this, let's name it reading slump, but for now I just feel so miserable and so bad, and it is so hard to manage kids and house with pain. And also I can't say to my husband now do all these things because he's the one who makes money in the family. So I need to find strength in me. And also I begin my studying at the second, like in a week, in the middle of September. So I don't know how much time I will have to read, and that's why I think I had this feeling that I need something easy reading in my life for some time, and so I ordered some books from the library a long time ago, and then came and I have all these library books and they all happen to be in the same genre. So I think maybe I will read these books during the month of September. Let me talk about these books shortly. So the first is Hearthstone by L. Catherine White. This is a retelling of Pride of Prejudice by Jane Austen, but with dragons. What? Like, it's a fantasy and also Edwardian romance. Very excited about this. Want to read it. Then I have One to Watch by Kate Stayman London. I heard very divided opinions about this book, but this is a romance about a plus-size model or plus-size Instagram influencer who decided to take part in the Bachelorette, something like that. I do not know much about Bachelorette because I do not watch TV often. Yeah, I want to read this book and I think it may be interesting. Again, there are very divided opinions about this, but I want to make my own. Um, so yeah, this is second book I want to read in September. Next, Thundercat by Neil Shusterman. I read Scythe a few months ago and liked it a lot. Well, it's young adult, so it's very easy read, but on rather serious topic. It's a fantasy about a post-apocalyptic world, not post-apocalyptic, about the world when people conquer all disease. They conquer death, because nobody die now. And so there are these people, scythes, like a profession, who has this power to kill another people. They have like a plan how many people they have to kill in a year. The scythe is about two young people who began to train to being a scythe, and there was like a competition among them, and also they shortly understand that there are a lot of corruption in this system, and there is a lot of evil in this system, and they have to yeah, they have to change it. This is the second book in this series. This is library book, and yeah, I want to read it. It has to be very fast and fun read, so let's me continue with this series. Next, Court of Thorns and Roses. I know this is also young adult or teen, I think young adult fantasy novel about fairies, about fairy queen. Do not know much. I know this is very famous, and some people liked it a lot. Some people say that this is too easy, not too deep. And you know what? I need these easy, not deep things right now in my life because I am exhausted. Another book is The City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I know that first few books are not very exciting in this series, and this is very long series, but then it became better and better, and I think I can work through some first novels. Again, this is teen, so I hope I will read it. I will fly through this and it will bring me some joy. Is it a romance? I think it's a romance. I don't know, but I'll find out. And then there is a graphic novel, but it's rather serious graphic novel. It's The Best We Could Do. I am really interested in the books about immigration, and especially about immigration in USA, and this is one of this book. This is about family who immigrate from Vietnam to America, and about the struggles of immigration, about the struggles of finding a new place in new life. Let's see. I don't know. I'm not an expert in graphic novels, but I think this is one of the serious graphic novels. So yeah, let's see. And the last book that I wanted to read few months now, and I have other books waiting for this one, so I need to read it as fast as possible. This is The Murder on the Links by Agatha Christie. This is the second of the Hercule Poirot novels, and I am very excited to continue with this series because this series brings me the most joy in my life, and I want to reread it in the order. So I read the first one, and this is the second one, and now I have the third and the fourth and the fifth one waiting for me, so I need to read this short book as fast as possible. And also I have few books for my book club, but I don't know because again I am miserable and I have no strength to read serious books and to discuss them. I hope that you are doing better than me. I hope that all the situation with COVID and fires and all things closed will become better soon, and we will survive all this, and our kids will survive. And yeah, I need more wine in my life, and I think more sleep and a little bit of Advil right now. So let's end our video here. I hope you'll have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful September, and it will be a great reading month, and I'll see you soon with my Victober plans. Bye!